These NBA playoffs have been wild.
This is for the win. Oh! It's close. They're going to call it.
We've seen the young go after the old. We've seen one team go after another like they were out for blood. And by now, I think we all know what kind of drinks NBA players don't mess with. Now in the finals, we have one guy the basketball gods keep blessing, and another who the refs just keep bailing out. But it still doesn't feel right. Because if the NBA had done right by the Warriors, this postseason would have looked completely different. Still though, I followed every heartbeat of these playoffs, from Paul Pierce's walk of shame to Tyrese Halliburton's dad becoming a full-blown subplot, to Anthony Edwards disappearing when it mattered most. And after all of it, one thing's crystal clear. The upcoming offseason isn't just big, it could be historic.
This is the most, I think, anticipation team executives have had over an offseason. I think this is going to be the craziest offseason of all.
As for the Warriors, they're facing the decision of a lifetime, a true butterfly effect moment. One move, just one, could rewrite NBA history, could turn a quiet summer into the start of something legendary, the kind of story grandkids will tell their grandkids. But nothing's guaranteed. The clock's ticking, and the Warriors have a massive decision to make. Hey guys, a while back my computer got hacked. Someone stole my credit card information and started racking up charges. Luckily, they didn't get into my Hoop Reports YouTube account, because if they had, that would have been a nightmare. If I had to guess where it happened, probably while using public Wi-Fi, at a cafe, a library, maybe even while traveling. I didn't realize this before, but public Wi-Fi is one of the easiest ways for hackers to steal your data. That's why I'm working with today's sponsor, NordVPN. If you're like me, always using public Wi-Fi at cafes, libraries, or airports, NordVPN protects your connection so you don't fall into hidden traps. And here's what I love. They've got a built-in dark web monitor that scans the dark web and alerts you if your data is already out there. It's so simple to use, super fast. And now, I don't go online publicly without it anymore. So don't wait for something bad to happen like I did. Protect yourself now with NordVPN. And right now, you can get their 2-year plan plus 4 extra months at nordvpn.com/hoopreports. It's completely risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guaranteed. You see SGA here, the 2025 MVP? If you ever wanted proof the NBA's manufacturing its superstar, just look at the calls he gets. I've never seen softer whistles in my life.
Did he swipe him across the face? I'm not really sure. I can't really tell.
The man makes peak James Harden look like an ethical bucket getter. I mean, you tap him, whistle. He taps you, whistle. It's ridiculous.
Man, with the calls that Shea gets, it's hard. It's hard to shut him down. You can't touch him at any time of the game.
I don't know if it's because he sells contact well, or if the refs got a memo from the league office telling them to call everything. But the truth is, he goes to the line more than LeBron argues with the refs. Actually, don't quote me on that. But seriously, y'all see this, right? I know some people will say I'm hating, that SGA plays clean, that he earns the calls. Cool. So let's hear from someone who actually had to coach against him.
It's so frustrating to play this team because they foul a ton. And then, you can't really touch Shea.
Anyway, this is my point. The Warriors wouldn't need to do anything this offseason if Steph Curry got the same treatment SGA does. But he doesn't, and here's proof. Check out this play here. Curry takes a 3, gets bulldozed by one defender, and crowned by another in his landing space. The ref is literally staring at it, but nothing gets called. Now, look at SGA. Same kind of contact and an instant whistle. The ref couldn't wait to blow the whistle. Here, Curry gets hand-checked and bumped on a drive. Refs are right there, still no call. Meanwhile, SGA jumps sideways into his defender, and immediately the ref is on it. Now, look at this. Curry pulls up for three, gets run through like a traffic cone. No whistle. And the ref staring straight at it like it never happened. But SGA barely touched, and boom, the whistle comes out like it's clockwork. Here, Curry tries to draw contact, and once more, the whistle just doesn't come. But when SGA does the same thing, the same exact move, he heads straight to the line. And these are just on-the-ball stuff. If we broke down every time Curry gets grabbed, held, or straight up mauled off the ball, he'd literally be shooting 40 free throws a night and would be making Wilt's 50-point season look like rec league numbers.
Ends up on Stephen Curry, gets a step, runs into Benson, no call there.
Sadly, however, the NBA doesn't want that reality for one big reason. And honestly, I blame Nico Harrison. If he hadn't fumbled that Nike pitch to Curry, we might have witnessed the league's ultimate nightmare, Steph Curry, with SGA-level whistles. And that brings us to today, the Warriors' big decision.
This is the most, I think, anticipation team executives have had over an offseason. I think this is going to be the craziest offseason.
Everything traces back to Game 4 of the Bucks-Pacers series.
Lillard volleyballs it over, and Lillard goes down with an injury. He's grabbing his high ankle of the left leg.
Giannis is 30, turning 31, and is still in the absolute prime of his career. But his team, the Bucks, just got bounced in the first round for the third year in a row. And now his running mate Dame is likely sidelined deep into next season. And even then, he won't be the same. The Bucks' championship window is closed. Which brings us to today. It's not just Giannis potentially on the move. The 2025 offseason is loaded with superstars, stars, and high-level role players. And one team that could change everything? The Golden State Warriors. But here's the danger. Emotionally reactive decision-making. Look at the 2023 Bucks. One injury-plagued postseason, and they panicked, shipped off Drew Holiday. And with him, they lost their defensive identity and their championship DNA. The Rockets did the same in 2019. After pushing the Warriors to the brink twice, they panicked, trading CP3 for Westbrook. And from that moment on, they were never the same. Then there's the 2021 Lakers. LeBron and AD got hurt, but instead of staying patient, they bet it all on Westbrook. Since then, it's been chaos. And now, all eyes are on the Warriors. Because here's the truth. If Curry and Jimmy Butler don't get hurt, how far do the Warriors actually go? Are we talking about a finals appearance? Maybe a title? Which makes this offseason incredibly risky. If the Warriors were clearly beaten at full strength, then yeah, make changes. But that's not what happened. They were derailed by injuries, not outplayed. Do they really want to tear down something that isn't broken? Risk turning a real shot at the title into just another story of regret? Sure, Kuminga could blossom into an all-star. Maybe they swing big, and land Durant. Naz Reid's on the market too. Is he the missing piece? The right move could elevate them, no doubt. But the wrong one, and they could join the long list of teams that panicked and never recovered. So, is it smarter to just run it back? Maybe. But here's the other side of that coin. Lately, it feels like every basketball conversation turns into a GOAT debate. Is it LeBron? Is it Jordan? Maybe Kareem? It's an endless conversation and it dominates the culture. But with this 2025 offseason, the Warriors have a rare chance to crash that conversation. Think about it. What if Steph Curry gets one more ring? What if Steph Curry gets one more ring? Most people would still put him below Jordan. But what about LeBron? He'd have more rings, and he already beat LeBron in the finals 3 times to 1. That alone could flip the entire GOAT debate on its head. Some would say he's surpassed LeBron. Others, they'd fight that claim to the grave. But here's where it gets even crazier. What if Curry wins 2 more rings? 6, the same number as Michael Jordan. At that point, the debate shifts entirely. It's not just Steph versus LeBron anymore. It becomes Steph versus Jordan. Now, most fans would still crown Jordan as the GOAT. But when it comes to the modern era, would there be any doubt who the real GOAT is? 6 rings might do more than just shake up legacies. It could tilt the balance of power. Under Armour over Nike? That's not just a basketball win. That's a branding earthquake. Now, I know some people will say that's crazy talk. No way Curry's getting 2 more rings. But look at the facts. Steph is still playing at an MVP level. And if you paired him with Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak is still just 30, still in the heart of his prime. It didn't work with Lillard, but let's be honest. Lillard doesn't bring what Curry does. He's not the same off-ball threat. He doesn't bend defenses the same way. And I know, I've said before the Warriors shouldn't overreact, that they're good as is. With a healthy roster and someone like Jimmy, they can make a real run in 2026. I still believe that. No need to blow it all up, just retool smartly. Unless it's Giannis.
Off the bench, Antetokounmpo, center of the lane for the slam.
It's not just that he's a 2-time MVP. It's not just that he averages 30 and 10 like clockwork. It's not just that he's the most unstoppable force the league has seen since Shaq. It's that he cares. He works. He wants it. And most importantly, he compliments Curry. We say Jokic and Murray are the best 1-2 punch in the NBA right now because they play opposite styles and elevate each other. Well, Curry and Giannis would challenge that notion immediately. Different positions, different styles, perfect fit. This wouldn't just be a big move. It'd be the gamble of a lifetime, but also a chance to rewrite NBA history. Giannis, the best power forward in the game. Steph, the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Not only would it give Curry his best shot at multiple rings, it would ignite the league. The kind of basketball that boosts ratings, dominates headlines, and could potentially force a new GOAT conversation. Opportunities like this don't come often. A top 3 player in his prime, potentially available. When that happens, history usually follows. And the Warriors? They're staring at a chance to disrupt the flow of NBA history once again. The only question is, will they take it?